Morning everyone. I hope all you are quite well at your home with your parents and regularly learning from WhatsApp group and YouTube videos. One thing should be clear in your mind. Pay attention regarding these videos and your online classes. These are very crucial classes. In the time of lockdown, they are your opportunities. They will generate opportunities for you. Getting me? And complete your notebook regularly, day by day. On Sunday, I will check out your homework with the last page with date and subject. Okay? Yes. In previous video, you have done your vector addition, and last one there, triangle of vector addition. One more thing is what? Your next topic is relation between the acceleration and angular velocity. In previous video, I will give you the homework. It's your homework. A become omega square r. It's a relation between acceleration or angular velocity. It's a relation and it's a homework in previous video. Today I will tell you how you prove. You all know your position vector of any object become r cos theta I plus r sin theta j. I and j are the unit vectors along x or y. Theta is an angular displacement, so theta by t, theta become omega t. Substitute here r cos omega t I r sin omega t j. Okay. On differentiating, what we get? We find the velocity. What's the velocity? The rate of change of displacement. It's a position vector or displacement of that particular point. dt cos कितना हुआ माइनस साइन ओमेगा टी ओमेगा आई साइन का cos omega t and omega j. Clear? On taking magnitude, what we get? Taking common from both sides omega. Taking common omega from both sides, then minus sin omega t I plus cos omega t j. In magnitude, we become r omega. It's another method of proving b equals to r omega. In previous video, you derived b equals to r omega in different method. It's a subsidiary part of a equals to omega square r, because you have to derive acceleration, and acceleration is derived with the help of displacement. In between the displacement or acceleration, your velocity will comes out. So velocity comes in the form of v equals to r omega. On taking differentiating again, what we get? The rate of change of velocity is known as acceleration. Velocity is this one, r omega minus sin omega t I cos omega t into omega of I minus sin omega t of omega of j. Here, taking common again omega equals to omega square r. Taking also one minus. Okay, yes. Omega square r minus omega square r and cos omega t I minus sin omega t j. On taking magnitude, what do you get? What of a become omega square r. Clear? It's your proof. A equals to omega square r or b equals to r omega. Okay? Write down it. One thing is what? Your next and last topic is what? Projectile motion. What is projectile? You know? आप बच्चों ने जब खेलते होंगे, आप बॉल को फेंकते हैं ना, बॉल फेंकते टाइम जब बॉल हाथ से छूटती है it comes under the projectile motion. It comes under the projectile motion. Or projectile motion are of two type, angular और नॉन एंगुलर. एंगुलर इज व्हाट, जब मेरे ऑब्जेक्ट, मेरी बॉल को या किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को अर्थ सरफेस से फेंका जाएगा, मेकिंग सम एंगल, then it comes under angular projectile motion. When your object or your ball is thrown from the height, from the earth surface, then it comes under non-angular projectile motion. Okay, check it. What is it? You all know what? With the help of projectile motion, you can easily understand the path of its motion, path of its projectile, and its horizontal range. And horizontal range, yes. The next one is what? Next one is your projectile motion. Yes, good. Angular projectile motion. You can understand by the name. Angular projectile motion is what? When your object thrown from the earth surface, then it's an angular projectile motion. भाई जो फेंका हुआ ऑब्जेक्ट ग्रेविटी के इफेक्ट में आ जाएगा, ठीक, ग्रेविटी के इफेक्ट में आके गिरेगा, मोशन में आएगा. क्लियर. नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज ऑल्सो नॉन एंगुलर प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन. व्हाट? नॉन एंगुलर प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन. बिफोर एंगुलर you have to done the non angular projectile motion. Non angular projectile motion. Clear? But understand it by the diagram. Non-angular means when object is thrown from the height, like this, from the top, from the roof, from the first or second floor. When you throw an object from a first or second floor, then object thrown in the form of non-angular projectile motion. What thing is what? The motion or the path covered by the non-angular projectile motion is what? At it's a covered distance x and height is y along y-axis. You all know speed equals to distance over time. Time equals to distance over speed. Distance over speed. From the second equation of motion, what is it? You all know. S equals to ut plus half at square. Your distance is y. Initial velocity is 0. Half acceleration is when object comes under the motion of gravity only, then acceleration is replaced by the gravity. Okay, and time is x by u. So by proportional to x square. It means what? G and 2 and u. G, 2, u are your constant. So by proportional to x square. It's an equation of parabolic motion, parabolic path. In mathematics you have done it. What is your parabolic motion? When object thrown in the form of y proportional to x square or x proportional to y square, it comes under the parabolic path. So path followed by the non-angular projectile motion is parabolic in nature. Parabolic in nature, yes, good. One more thing is what? Time taken by the projectile. ऑब्जेक्ट जितने टाइम में यहाँ ऊपर से नीचे तक आएगा, उसमें टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट क्या होगा इसका? आफ्टर योर हैंड रीचेस टू द अर्थ, व्हाट्स द टाइम टेकन बाय द अर्थ? ओके, यस. टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट इज, you all know, s equals to ut plus half at square. your distance is, and along y-axis is h. So h initial velocity is 0. Okay, and half g t square. T square become 2h upon g. So t become 2h over g in root. It's a time period, time of flight of non-angular projectile motion. Clear? Last thing is what? What horizontal distance, what horizontal range it cover. टाइम कितना लिया वो आपने देख लिया, पाथ कैसा होगा वो देख लिया, पर ये डिस्टेंस कितनी ट्रेवल करेगा. It comes under horizontal range. Horizontal range. Range is what? It's a horizontal along distance. Horizontal distance during non-angular projectile motion. Okay? Yes. You all know speed equals to distance over time. So distance is, horizontal range is speed into time. Horizontal range is initial speed with the time. Initial speed is u and time is what? 2h over g in root. It's a horizontal range. The path traveled by the or covered by the body along x-axis, or distance covered by the body along x-axis. So this is known as horizontal range or distance. Okay, in symbol form it is also known as distance. In technical terms it is a horizontal range. It means what? The horizontal distance covered by the particle during its projectile. Okay, yes. After that, next topic is your angular projectile motion. Angular projectile motion is done with the help of non-angular. So you have done it, and it's your homework also. Before clearing non-angular projectile motion, you have to done the path of projectile, the time of flight with their horizontal range. Tomorrow I will discuss all these one regarding angular projectile motion. It's a homework also. Thank you.